What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is going to be a re-review. Last I reviewed this beer, 2018. I think that's the last time, guys. So you can go back, look at the beginning at Skinny Dan. I was literally just getting into the pinnacle of beer reviewing, and I kind of was amazed by this beer at the time. So 2018, the 2019 range, maybe even 2017. Just absolutely flabbergasted by Ghost in the Machine, and that's what we're reviewing again today. So it is going to be from Louisiana. Thank you, Kevin. This has been an awesome beer package from Louisiana, or this one specifically, Broussard, Louisiana. So Parish, one of my favorites in the entire country. Can't get this in Michigan. I've had Ghost in the Machine, I've had Atticus Atlas, I've had DDH Ghost in the Machine. I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. We're in 2023. Is this still as good as it once was? That is what this review is going to be about, guys. The more experienced Dan, the fat Dan, the beer Dan. Does he think that this is amazing quality like he did in 2017, 2018, 2019? We're going to investigate. So this was canned on, rather manifested, as it says, 5/12/23. I thought there was a fresher one. But okay, today's July 5th, so less than 2 months old. That is what it is. It's from Louisiana. We can't get it. 8% ABV, so double New England style, or a DIPA, if you will. It's Parish. I've had it in the bottle. This time it's the can. And I've always loved this label. I thought it was one of the coolest labels money could buy. Just absolutely awesome. So, guys, we're diving into the Poor Michigan glassware, even though it is not a Michigan beer today. Still a haze bomb. Indeed, a haze bomb. Wow. Silky and smooth the way it pours. Yeah. Look at that. So this recipe's been around a long time. I don't know if they've tweaked it. I don't know if they've changed anything, but my mind remembers epicness. It remembers awesomeness. And look at this, guys. By today's standards, still an incredible DIPA at 8% beer. Pretty intense carbonation streaming to the top. Pillowy, soft, bubbly head. Just aggressively sitting on the top of that golden yellow. Look at this thing, man. It's OJ in a glass. With even more haze. So let's investigate. Ghost in the Machine. Let's go to an aroma. Peachy, stone fruity, tropical, wet, overripe pineapple, soft mangoes, again peaches, apricots, and I think honestly the citrus comes last. Grapefruit, maybe some navel orange, soft lemon, Meyer lemon, and some pininess. It's stone fruit. It's tropical. It smells nice. It smells semi-thick. Doesn't smell too bitter. Smells juicy, but smells soft at the same time. So, guys, let's investigate. It's Ghost in the Machine. We're dealing with 2023 standards. Let's review. Cheers. So, the most notable thing, the mouthfeel. Super creamy. This beer is actually somewhat herbaceous, too. It's kind of chivy and citrusy and oniony, intertwining with tropical. It seems maybe a little bit harsh at 8%, but it is 8%. A little bit acidic, but that mouthfeel is so soft, so creamy, so decadent. And that's the most notable thing from my first sip. Pillowy mouthfeel. Comes off acidic. So this pillowy softness is coupled by this intense kind of acidity. Orange juice, OJ acidity. Soft grapefruit. Lemon juiciness. And again, the stone fruit, the peaches, the apricots, the papayas, just flesh of the fruit, man. And then that piney, slightly herbaceous back end just kind of dumbs down that sweetness a little bit. It's really good. The mouth feels fantastic. It's like Treehouse-esque. Reminds me of Hot Butcher, or even maybe a little bit better, the mouthfeel itself. And this could potentially be an old recipe. I mean, this is something I had years ago, and I was probably dumbfounded at the time when I had it, because all I had at that time was an introduction to New England styles. But I did have access to M43 and Boss Tweed, so this was up there with those guys. This is up in that conversation, and I think firmly in today's standards in 2023, it's still up in that conversation. I think this mouthfeel is something to be just discussed and noted and talked about. It's just a fantastic mouthfeel. But it's acidic. There's this harsh acidity, and it's coupled by this chivy orange juice. It's just that slightly herbaceous pininess on the back end, but so well-rounded, this beer. Still reminds me of an IPA, yet it gets rid of that sweetness. So like M43 and Boss Tweed, sometimes when I go back and revisit those, they end up just being sweet haze bombs with pine. This is not. It's rounded. It's slightly earthy. It's drier on the back end than what M43 brings to the table in 2023. I don't know if that recipe's changed, but it feels like it's changed over the years. This still brings that intricate softness and complexity that I look for in a DIPA or a New England style. And wow, yeah, Ghost in the Machine, man, still by 2023 standards, very good beer. Very good beer. And I don't even think it traveled here in the best way. So I think the beer was slightly probably compromised a little bit. It got warm. It's been very hot. They drove from Louisiana and brought this. So I don't know if it was in a cooler. He didn't specify. But it's still really good. And this isn't even super fresh. Piney softness. This is still freaking fantastic, guys. It gets better as I drink it. 8% is going down a little bit too smoothly, let's put it that way. And it's just still world-class beer. So where do I rank this beer? Where do I rank this in 2023? It's just got a delicate touch to it. And 8% shouldn't go down like this. But it's just so well-rounded with that incredibly soft, pillowy touch. Like, I want to say that this is a 4 or 5. And based on the mouthfeel, I should put it there, but I feel like there's been so many other good beers that rank up in that 4 or 5 conversation. So I'm just going to put this at a 4.37 today, and that's not an insult. It's just that I've had such world-class beers that the rankings and ratings have gotten harder, and they've gotten more competitive with each other. So I feel like a 4.5 in 2018 was really like a 5 back then, and a 4.5 now is almost unheard of, because the bar just keeps getting raised. So 4.5 and 4.75 almost like incomprehensible for me. That's just a crappy rating system. I'm just gonna be honest. So putting this, guys, at 4.37 with insane touch, insane mouthfeel, and simply amazing. So still amazing in 2023. Highly recommend this still. So Kevin, thanks, man. Super enjoyable beer once again. So guys, it's been another review. See you on the next one. Cheers.